Welcome to the historic Hollywood Museum in the heart of Hollywood for another Idol Chat. I'm Susan Anton. We are happy to have you on board this fun-filled reunion of the entertainment industry's most iconic stars. Today's show is pretty special to me. Back in 1983, when I was just a little bitty girl, I was given the opportunity of a lifetime to travel to China with the cast, the amazing cast of The Love Boat. And today I've seen all of them again. I can't believe it, for the first time in nearly 40 years. That can't be possible. You know, The Love Boat first set sail in the 70s. It was the decade when men seemed, I don't know, like a whole lot hairier. They had mustaches and long hair and, you know, waves and everything. It was a sign of virility. Let's take a look at some of those looks. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I kind of think it's okay. But it does beg the question, what were they thinking? Well, I can't wait to go over and chat with today's guests. So come on, everybody. Let's set sail on the Love Boat. Hang on to your Love Boat, everybody. It's going to be, gosh knows what kind of ride. These people love each other. They've got a lot to share with you. Besides Tom Selleck, Ted Lange was another TV, sex symbol who knew how to seriously rock a stash, and he still does. And there's an interesting story we're going to hear behind his, shall we say, his other great stories that all the cast have to share about their time on the Love Boat. This ABC Emmy and Golden Globe winning series, created by, of course, Aaron Spelling, was host to one of the most impressive lists, of course, moi, of guest stars in television history. Everyone wanted to board the Pacific Princess for a weekly cruise that they could take from the comfort of their living room. Please join me in welcoming Bernie Capel, who played our Doc, Adam Bricker. Hey, hold down your applause, everybody. Thunderous ovation. Fred Grandy, our ship's purser.
Don't get up.
Fred. Gopher Smith. Lauren Tweez, our cruise director. Julie McCoy, so sweet and chipper. And of course, Gerald Whelan, who played Captain Stubing's adorable daughter, Vicky. Welcome, everybody. Ted, how could I miss the sexiest man alive? Ted Lange.
Wait a minute.
Our wonderful bartender, Isaac Washington. Thank you, my darling, all of you being here today. What a joy to see you after all of these years. I can't believe it.
I know.
Aren't we amazing?
We look exactly the same.
We do, as long as we don't look at any flashbacks. Right. Okay. So, Ted, I do want to start with you, though, my darling. I understand that in the beginning, when you showed up and it started the series, this incredible, sexy mustache of yours, they were trying to talk you into shaving it off?
What happened was I had done a television series previously where I played a kid, 18-year-old kid. So I grew the mustache, and this is the length of the mustache that I grew when I did Love Boat. And about 2 years in, they didn't notice the mustache for 2 years. 2 years in, the makeup man, I'm sitting in the makeup chair, he says, you know, it's a little uneven, you want me to trim that up for you? I said, yeah, sure. And he cuts half of it off. And I go, Larry, what are you doing? He says, well, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I said, no, you're the best makeup man in Hollywood. You don't make mistakes. Because I see some of the people that come in here, and when they leave, they look, you know, really, really great. Why did you do that? He says, well, the producer, Doug Kramer, wanted you to cut the mustache, but they were afraid to talk to you.
Oh my gosh, well, I don't find you that at all intimidating to the least bit.
Thank you, Susan.
But I sure as heck would not touch your Fu Manchu there.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, I think since we just mentioned flashback, let's take a look at a clip from your amazing show. Hold on, everybody.
Carry on.
Aye, aye, gorgeous.
We wrote that show.
Jill, could you reenact that moment?
Did you and
Bernie and I wrote that
I want to say a special thanks to MeTV for supplying that wonderful clip for us, where you can see the Love Boat. You guys, you're still up and running continuously. The Love Boat can be seen every Sunday evening on MeTV. So, all right, let's dig in, my darlings. You all shot an incredible 250 episodes. But of course, my favorite was the 2-hour cruise. Not 2-hour cruise, a 2-hour episode.
China?
In China, and because I got to be Bernie's love interest, and I had a very rare disease, which he saved me, thank goodness. But Bernie, you said that actually filming in China was one of the bigger challenges of all of the locations that you guys went to. Fill me in on that, and all of you, if you have something to share.
Well, it was spectacular in the sense that whatever move we made, there was a Chinese guy who said, "Give me more money." Because they made a deal, but it's like, where people only started negotiating after the negotiations were finished. But we filmed on the Great Wall.
We did.
And to quote Mr. Grandy, he said, "It's not a great wall, it's a good wall, but it's not a great
It's a good wall, but not a great one.
Yeah. But it was great fun. We had John Forsythe, who was
Yes.
a great pal of mine.
Tennis? Did he play tennis? or
Oh
what?
yeah, we played in Monaco.
Okay.
And,
Lee Majors was on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Lee Majors and I got drunk off of Stolichnaya in Hong Kong, and he offered me directing gigs on Fall Guy.
Oh my gosh, did it come true?
Yes, and I didn't know if it was because he was drunk or because he liked me as a director, but I took the gig.
Hey,
That wasn't
Skoll.
Stolichnaya. You know what that was, don't you? It's that Chinese liqueur, Mao Tai.
Oh, Mao Tai.
You know,
That was
yeah.
bad.
Comes in
for
2 flavors,
everybody.
propane and butane.
Yes. So far we've been to China and Monaco, and Lauren, your character Julie was featured on a trip to Australia.
Yes.
And she fell in love, and she almost got married. But you also had to act with a lot of animals. Any stories there?
I found all of the animals, I think.
Yeah, you did.
I remember once on the set that there were gorilla babies
Oh, how adorable!
in diapers.
Oh,
There were a lot of kangaroos. I carried a kangaroo a lot in Australia.
Koalas.
I have a scar from Elizabeth the koala bear.
Oh, yeah.
oh,
Yeah, you're not supposed to touch their stomachs.
oh,
And I
sensitive.
didn't think
you know,
I
don't
had.
like.
Well,
now
in
I know what
case
to
you know.
do. Someone
Yeah,
touches mine.
Stay away from their belly.
Stay away, honey.
The same rule.
I know, right? Don't touch my belly. Don't touch my belly. Well, I think that, I know that Fred, so many legendary stars of stage and screen and everything wanted to be on the Love Boat. But there was one in particular who was the grande dame of Broadway, who played your mother. Tell us a little about Ethel Merman.
Ethel Merman. Well, there she is.
Hello!
That's the way she greeted you in the makeup room. But she played my mom, and she was really, despite all of the glitter and gold and legendary performances that she gave, she was the most down-to-earth person that we've ever had. You know, my daughter wanted to meet her because she was a huge Ethel Merman fan. She's only about 11 at the time. So I brought her into the makeup room at 6 o'clock in the morning. And you know how people look at 6 o'clock in the morning. And Ethel was sitting there in a skull cap, and
oh my.
And a lot of people around her turned to stone already. But so she's sitting there, and my daughter's kind of standing behind me like this, going to say something. I said, Ethel, I'd like you to meet my daughter, Mariah. She's a big fan of yours. Ethel wheels around in the chair and says, "Call me Grandma."
Oh, what a great story.
Yeah.
I know, Jill, you also loved Ethel, but you loved Ray Bolger, so I want to hear about that when we come back, because, I mean, come on, the Scarecrow.
I know.
So we'll be right back to hear about, we got the Scarecrow, we've got Ethel Merman, we've got Australia, we've got Chuck, we've got everything, because you know what? It's the Love Boat. Welcome back to Idle Chat with the cast of The Love Boat here at the Hollywood Museum, where you can visit with your family and see original props and costumes from your favorite movies and TV shows, along with so much more. Jill, I can't wait to hear, working with Ray Bolger, I mean, tell me that. I heard he blew your mind. Look at him, what a cutie.
I know. He was such a lovely, sweet, humble man. And what made it so special was that at the same time I was doing Wizard of Oz at my high school.
Oh, no.
I was playing Dorothy. So he came down to my school during rehearsal, went on stage, met all of our cast.
Oh my goodness.
Did the Yellow Brick Road dance with us. I have pictures of that. And just just a sweet, sweet man.
What a thrill of a
lovely.
lifetime. Well, you've had a few kind of father figures in your life when you were younger. And I know Gavin MacLeod, who we send all our love to you, sweet Gavin, couldn't be with us today. But he was like a second father to
Very
you.
much.
And he's
Still
very
is.
protective.
Still
And
is.
when a ex-boyfriend, I think, showed up to surprise you on the set, what happened?
So we were in Amsterdam at the time, and I knew that this guy was going to be going with his school. They actually were doing a trip, and I had broken up with him, and he still wanted to come and see me. So I didn't know it was happening. Gavin and I were in my hotel room, and all of a sudden the front desk said, "Hi, you have a visitor." And it was this kid, and so he was coming up the elevator, and Gavin and I panicked. We were in full panic mode. It was like an episode of Laverne and Shirley. I mean, we were, where do we go? What do we do? How can I hide? No, you answer the door. No, you answer the door. No, I'm not answering the door. Okay, I'm gonna hide behind the curtains. So he hides behind the curtains.
Gavin?
And you can see his feet. Gavin, I can see your feet. So he goes into the bathroom, and I open the door, hi, and all of a sudden, Gavin, you just hear the toilet flushing, and Gavin's like, well, thanks for letting me use your bathroom. Go now. It was the most awkward, like, why would he use my bathroom? He has
That's
his
the
own.
part I want to know.
Well, listen, it's a very
it's a
close
small
cast,
budget.
as we can tell. It's a
Yeah.
very close. True. And you do what you have to do when the time comes.
Yes, so we lots of moments like that where we laughed.
So, Jill, you've been busy with a brand new project that you also got your friend down there to direct. How did you talk him into it? I don't know.
Well, I wanted the finest.
You did want the finest. Tell us a little bit about it, and then we want to see. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's look at the opening credits that you've shot.
okay.
Take a look. Ooh.
She was a child star with a world in a string. And Jill grew up, got a guy did
Woo!
They got two guys, 2 rings, and 2 sons from hubby one. Those boys are smart and fun. Now hubby 2 made some dough, and some girls on the side, and after losing it all, I got up and he died, leaving his wife and kids a strip club in downtown LA.
Oh.
Oh, I know that place.
You know, one of the things I love about that, it looks like so much fun, but back in the days when we were all on TV, and the theme song set up the show.
Yes.
Just like that.
You know, so this theme song was written and performed by one of my best friends, Ann Hampton Calloway.
Oh, my gosh.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
You
a
jumped.
name
Call back, baby. So Anne is, she wrote the theme to The Nanny that most
She
people will
did.
know.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and she sings that as well. So Anne wrote the theme, and it was an entire female production crew, save our fearless leader, Ted Lange. And
Yeah, we had fun. We had a lot of fun. It was really great putting it together and getting everyone on the same page. And it was comedy. So Jill and I and everyone she chose to be a part of it, we really had a good time, don't you think?
we did.
And it's
Yeah.
called Take It From the Top.
Yes.
So everybody look for it, find it.
It's on YouTube right now.
YouTube?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to go home and watch it right away. Take it from the top. Bernie, you,
Yes.
for instance, my friend, most recently appeared on CBS's sitcom Be Positive. Tell us about your character.
Well, I play an old guy.
No.
Really?
No,
I
that's
never would have
it was
believed
a
that.
stretch. It was a big stretch.
You're such a good actor.
A horny old guy,
Oh, Bernie.
you can imagine.
Oh, this is typecast.
Yeah, right.
Well, you do what you can. You do what you can. Anyway, it's created by Chuck Lorre, who is the Aaron Spelling of today.
Awesome.
With all the shows that he's doing, everything he touches turns to gold. If I could speak, he'd touch my mouth. Anyway,
I gotcha. I read lips.
I hear you. It's good. So it's
And
good.
Linda Lavin, don't you have stuff
Yes,
to do with Linda
and
Lavin?
I did what was the show she did back in the day?
Alice.
Alice. I did an Alice.
Not recently.
No.
Recently,
Okay, good.
wow. That's
what
another reunion show.
Yeah. So she's brilliant.
She is brilliant.
And a delight to work with, and I'm just having a good time. I said, because I had done a mom before for Chuck Lorre
Okay.
with Alice and Janney. Oh my goodness, Alice and Janney. She's won an Academy Award. She's done.
She sure has.
She's won 5 Emmys
Yeah, yeah.
for West Wing.
And she
Is
owes
she
it all.
funny?
She owes it all to you.
Yeah.
And she owes it all to you.
Okay, I admit it.
But Lauren, you've got a really fun project going that I want to hear about because we're doing nostalgia here. You've gone all the way back to the glory days of radio, and you've got a murder mystery. Tell us about that.
I did. I've recorded 10 episodes, and more are being written, of a radio series called Murder and the Murdochs. And I play the head of a detective agency with my daughter, and we're in New York City, and it's contemporary, and it's probably the only radio series ever written for women.
I
It's
love
a
it.
lot of fun.
That sounds like so much fun, and
It
you know,
is.
radio, you can really use your imagination.
You can. It's been an interesting thing to do during COVID, but we've been
I would imagine.
done all right.
And I realized that, you know, Fred and Ted, I mean, you know, the Love Boat kind of, the critics didn't really give you high praise. They would say, well, it's not exactly Shakespeare. But the two of you have been doing quite a bit of Shakespeare lately. Tell us a little bit about all of that.
Well, my distinguished colleague and I both have graduate degrees in Shakespeare. I got a Master's of Fine Arts long after I left the show from the Washington Shakespeare Theater, which was run by Michael Kahn, who was a very distinguished professor at Juilliard. And Ted was at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts.
In London,
and
yes.
so we-
because of Lynn Redgrave,
That's right.
actually.
God bless her.
And we argue constantly as to...
Dropped, so hold on, there you go. There's the name you dropped. Just,
Take care of each
Thank
other.
you.
That name, that's funny.
You're a helper.
help.
But So I'm sorry, continue with Lynn Redgrave.
No, he's Lynn Redgrave.
I
I'm
mean-
Fred Grandy.
Shakespeare. So we do Shakespeare together.
Yeah.
I've done a number of plays. I've written some Shakespearean plays, Shakespearean themed plays, and Fred has come to see them. I did Twelfth Night in North Carolina, where he lives now.
I did 12th Night in North Carolina.
And
didn't
you did?
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah.
come see me, though.
Huh? Well, it was very expensive.
Maybe if you were better.
Yeah.
And
Very Shakespeare.
so I've written some Shakespearean plays. They're on Amazon now.
Wow.
Yeah, they're Shakespearean themed plays in iambic pentameter.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
Pentameter.
But it's not quite Shakespeare, but he and I have been doing a production of I'm Not Rappaport, was a famous
brilliant.
Broadway show.
Yeah.
We did that. And we're now working on a revival of a one-man show, Give 'Em Hell Harry, which is about Harry Truman, which I'm doing.
Well, you know
in
all about that
Colorado.
because you have actually been in politics.
Not quite with Harry Truman.
No, not with Harry
okay.
Truman.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, but
But anyway, no, that we're doing that did that in Colorado this summer and hope to tour it. It's so timely now. Susan.
It's so timely.
He used to say, listen to this, when was the last time you heard a politician say, tell the truth? That way you won't have to remember what you said.
yeah.
I mean, really.
The truth would be a sweet thing to hear.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I see that it's time for us to take another break. Is that possible? Stay tuned. Welcome back to this crazy, wonderful edition of Idle Chat at the Hollywood Museum. I want to thank all of you for driving, flying in from all over the country to be with us today. One of the most iconic theme songs of all time, made famous by Jack Jones and later Dionne Warwick. Do you guys mind? Love, exciting and new. Come aboard, we're expecting you. The Love Boat soon we'll be making another. Keep singing. The Love Boat promises something for everyone. Yay! I would like all of you at home to come back and be with us some more as we reunite some of our favorite stars from film, television, of course, the wonderful world of music. Until then, be good, do good. I love you. Bye.